guys, welcome back to the Vanity. So today what we're going to do is just try on some new makeup. I recently picked up a few things. I did have just like one or two things sent to me, so I thought that we would just go ahead and put it on, tell you like my first impressions about them on things that I haven't used yet, and just let's try on some new makeup. Now, it's not all new releases or anything, but it's new makeup to me, so I just thought we'd do that, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so recently I picked up the Too Faced Hangover RX and the SMASHBOX Primerizer. I don't know, I think they're both pretty moisturizing primers. So let's see here. I think I'm going to go with the Hangover RX for this. I picked up a Flower Beauty foundation, which I've been kind of eyeing for a while. But I have a feeling it's going to be kind of moisturizing anyway. So I don't know what one it would behave better with, but we're going to try this one. And so I picked up the Flower Light Infusion Luminous Makeup All Day Wear Broad Spectrum SPF 18. The color that I decided to pick mine up in, I don't think it says it on the packaging. Oh, Nude L3 is what I decided to pick mine up in. I hope it's not too yellow. It did look a little bit yellow. And I am going to apply it with a beauty blender, I believe, because it seemed a little bit thick. So I'm just going to pump. Ooh. These are very small pumps. I am going to just start with one, though, and see where that goes. So far, the color match isn't terrible. I just hope it doesn't oxidize at all. It's still a little bit more like beigey, peachy than I would like. I like just a more straight up neutral, but I feel like it's blending in very well. Like you can't, like I have makeup here, but I don't have makeup there, and you can't see the difference. So that's a good sign, right? I'm gonna go back in with just one more pump. I'm a little bit nervous because generally I don't go for foundations that say they're luminous just because I feel like they don't last throughout the day, and I do not do makeup touch-ups throughout the day. I like to just put it on and know that I'm not going to be a complete mess by the time I get done with work. So like right now it is about 8 o'clock. And I won't get home until 6:37. And I don't touch up my makeup throughout the day. Like, granted, I do put lip products on, but... Now, as far as coverage, I don't know what the claims are on this. Like, I have a little bit of redness, like right here. And it's not really covering that up at all. And it's not covering up, like, the acne that I have going on right there either. So I wouldn't say that it's definitely not full coverage. I would say that it's like light medium coverage. Because even here, like I just have some old like acne that's healing, or a little bit of scarring, which is red, and I can see that peeking through. I can see like my freckle here peeking through. It's definitely luminous, as you can see. So, but I'm happy the color isn't bad. Like I said, that blended in really nicely, actually. And then I picked up some Tarte Shape Tape. I got it on the sale that Ulta just recently had, and I had never tried it. So I picked up Light Neutral, and I'm gonna just kind of dab a little bit. And I'll put some around my nose. Can't really use it to conceal much else because I believe it's kind of a lighter color. So I feel like I could have picked a lighter shade. Right now, this will probably work just fine, but maybe in the winter it might be too dark. But it's still giving me some brightness under here. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Yeah, that looks really good. I mean, I did use it here, and I don't feel like it completely covered up that redness, but I didn't really put a lot on either. Foundation is clinging just a little bit to some of my dry crusties. my makeup always looks really cakey, like right here if I put too much on, so that's why you'll always see me go back and try and like remove it from there. But I'm going to go ahead and just set my under eyes real quick and then put on my brows because I don't have a new brow product. And then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just filled in the brows. I do have a new brow gel from L'Oreal. We can just go ahead and use that. That's the Brow Stylist Boost In Set. I think this, I don't know if it comes in other colors, but the one I got mine in is clear. It does have a little bit of like a funny wand. Let's see. It kind of like is, I don't know, like a little L shape. And it's very, very small. So it is kind of nice if you have quite a bit of brow hair like I do. You can really get in and comb those hairs into place. Like if I wanted to fluff this up quite a bit, it does allow me to do that, which is nice. So that's that guy. We'll see. We'll see. So I think what I'm going to go into next is I did pick up the Emily Edit the Needs palette, and I'm going to use the highlighter, I think, in there. That one's called Gratitude. I do believe you can get the highlighter on its own from Makeup Revolution if you guys are interested in getting that just on its own. Now, like I haven't set like this part of my face. I just set underneath my eyes and then just up in here because this can crease. And that foundation doesn't seem too tacky or anything like that, but I am still going to have to set the rest of my face. It would be a hot mess if I didn't, but I'm going to set the top of my lids real quick. And I'm just going to go into the color that they have in here called Kindness. I believe you can use that as like a face powder if it would work for your skin tone, but I just use that. Oh, Shape Tape was creasing. All right. So I just use that to set my eyelids here. All right. Then I am going to just set the rest of my face really quickly with the bareMinerals Mineral Veil, just like a light setting of that because I want to try and keep some of the dewiness if I can. And I'm not going to use any other concealer. I'm okay with some of that showing. I'm just going to work. Okay, so that pretty much took away all the dewiness, which I think though with this foundation, it's going to kind of get shinier as the day goes on, so it'll look a little bit dewy later. So I'm just going to tap into NARS Laguna that I have in here and put that bronzer on real quickly. Okay, Pop Beauty sent over this little eyeshadow palette, so I think I'm going to jump into that and use one of those colors, maybe all over the lid. There's like glitters in there, which I'm not looking for right now, but there seems to be like a really cool toned, kind of like steely gray in here, which I think looks kind of interesting. So if I can get the package open, I'm going to try and use that all over the lid. This is called their Twinkle Texture Blink Brilliance. I think that's the name of it, Blink Brilliance. And it looks like this right here. Isn't this pretty? Oh, that one's like really shiny. But this is the one right here that I was thinking looked really interesting to kind of put all over the lid. And let's see if I can find some crease colors. It's not like your average sort of gray. It looks, I don't know, it looks like it's got a little bit something extra to it. It's kind of on the mauve side, but it's very cool tone. I want, I think, a cooler crease shade, but I don't know that any of these newer palettes that I have a cooler crease shade. Let's check the Emily Wants palette. I don't think this one does. But I think that Hobby right here will be okay to put into the crease. I might mix a little bit of the color called the Cream in there. And I'm just going to buff that in real quickly here. I'm just tapping back and forth between those two. Okay, so then I'm just going straight into Hobby now. I'm not going back and forth to build that up. Okay, so I'm going to put some of that on the underneath real quick as well. And I'm just going in with Hobby for that. This is not a cool tone color, but it's less warm than everything else I was looking at. If you're wondering too, the last two brushes that I was using are from Coastal Scents. I can link them in the description bar if you guys want. I really enjoy Coastal Scents eye brushes. I feel like they're pretty good for the price. Like, you can't beat the price, and they have more interesting options than most affordable brush brands do, so I really like that. Alright, so we got that base work down. Now I'm just looking at this color here in the palette and comparing it to what's in the palette that Emily has here to see if there's anything I want to put in the outer corner to deepen up the crease that would look really good. And I think that the Pie-Fi here, this deep, rich, I'm not sure if you can see it right there, Pie-Fi, I think I'm going to use that a little bit in the crease, and not in the crease, in the outer corner. Kind of like a tap and a wiggle, because I don't know how pigmented this is going to be. Alright, so I think I want to do a little bit more of that on the lid, but I need a flat shader brush. And then I'll go back in with that other brush to blend that out. Okay, so I like how that's looking. I'm going to just use this brush as well and just get it on the very edge of that color. I don't know if you can see here, but I'm just kind of tapping that in there. And then I'll use that to get right underneath this lash line here. Alright, then I'm going to take that other brush that we used for the bottom lash line, this one. No product on there, and I'm just blending that out. Okay, cool. So far I'm really liking that. Now let's take the color from the Pop Beauty palette. And I'm just going to swatch it just to see how the color is. It feels pretty creamy. And it's got like a dusty, silvery, mauve-y purple kind of feel to it. So it's exactly what I was looking for. And let's see here. I don't know if it would apply good with a brush or not. Let's see. How's it pick up? It picks up fairly well with a brush. So I'm going to start with that, and then I can always put it on with my finger if I feel like I need to. It's not really intense metallic. It's more, it looks like more of like a satin on the lid. And I do want, I think, a little bit more pigmentation. So I'm going to go in with my finger, just on this inner portion here, to get a little bit more color payoff. These glitters have a smell of kind of like that cheap lipstick kind of smell. I'm guessing there's some kind of, yeah, some kind of cream in there. But the glitters look really, really promising, actually. Like, that's just swatched on my hand, so that's pretty cool. The smell, though, leaves something to be desired. It definitely smells like kind of like costumey, Halloween-y type of makeup. But if you've ever tried those Wet n Wild ones that come out around Halloween that have glitter, those just seem to have some kind of like a Vaseline in them. That's not the case with these ones. They're actually like pretty glittery, and they don't feel greasy once they get on the lid. I mean, like, as you can see here, it's not moving around a whole heck of a lot. So that's pretty promising, though, for a glitter. Yeah. Okay, and I didn't have a new blush, but I thought I'd bust out this old e.l.f. one that I have. It's in Pink Passion, and I did put that on my cheeks just to add to the glow that I already have. I feel like the color tied in really well with the highlight that was in the Needs palette. Then let's go ahead and get into mascara. I have the Monsieur Big by LANCÔME. I did pick that up on the 21 Days of Beauty. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. There, and I'm going to zoom you guys in or kind of scoot a little bit closer so that you guys can see. It's a pretty good mascara. Like, it leaves like a really, I like the wand. It's very soft, but it's not too soft or it doesn't comb through your lashes. It just gives like a really nice fluffy lash. I've been using a lash serum, and I feel like it's just finally starting to yield some results, but this side has like more sparse long hairs compared to this side where it's filled in like almost everything fully. So this one looks a little bit more kind of jankety right now, but so far I've been liking it. Then I'm just gonna go in with a different mascara for the lower lashes. That wand is too big and I make a mess of my eyes, so I'm just gonna go in with something else. You know what we forgot? An inner corner highlight, which I wonder if this little guy, yeah, the cream color in the Pop Beauty palette looks like a promising inner corner highlight, so I'm going to use that. Yeah, it's a really nice white inner corner highlight, but not like stark white, more of like on the champagne-y side, I guess. But it's got a nice pop to it, which it's just the right amount. Like this is the kind of inner corner highlight that I like. There. So what else is there to do? I don't really have any new lip products, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I could put on this color by NARS. It's new-ish. It's in Dulce Vita. It was like a little dual set that I got. And I believe they're the audacious lipsticks. I do have a balm underneath, but these are a really creamy formula. I like that color. I know that these give quite a bit of like a shine on their own, which I really like in a lipstick. It feels really nice on the lips. So I have a feeling once my go-to nude one is used up, which it's almost used up in my purse, I'm going to put this one in there, but let's zoom you guys out. All right, guys, that completes this look. I hope you enjoyed the video. So far, out of all the products, I see them, I'm liking them so far. I haven't worn them throughout the day, obviously, but we'll see how the foundation wears. Everything else I feel like will be just fine. I don't usually have a problem with my eyeshadows creasing or anything like that as long as I'm setting my concealer, so I have a feeling that that will be fine. I really like this sort of, I don't know what to call it. It's kind of like a mauve-y, taupey gray from the Pop palette. It's just really up my alley. I love like a cool tone eye, especially paired with that what's it? Pie tie, I want to say, but that's not even right. I want to say pie fi? Pie fi? Pie fi palette, pie fi color from the Wants palette. I really enjoyed that in the outer corner with this color. And the lip product I really like. It's like a Your Lips But Better type of color, which is totally me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch it with me. Let me know in the description bar down below, or in the comment section rather, if you guys have any of these items. What are your thoughts on it? And yeah, I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe if you haven't already before you leave. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!